Eddie FARREL, 28 years old, 15 wins, 4 losses, and no draws.
The bell in round number 1. Somewhat tentative touch of hands. And straight to the fighting. Blue trunks, yellow Australian Eddie FARREL. For the national hero here in Myanmar, 2-2. Black trunks, red trim. Big elbow strike for FARREL. Perhaps his hallmark strike, Joey.
And you can already see the height and reach advantage of FARREL. So Tutu's going to wait on him, time him coming in, and try to counter with those nasty elbows right on the inside.
Head kick just misses from Tutu. FARREL with the low outside kick, and the long straight jab. Step in elbow from FARREL and another over the downward elbow. Earlier is FARREL. Tutu exploding back to the inside. We thought this would be a fun fight. It's fun already.
Comfortable playing the role of the counter striker, waiting on FARREL, tying up, utilizing those knees. FARREL trying to beat on that body, but Tutu's really preventing any kind of significant damage being done from the Australian.
Short punches, now elbows from FARREL to the inside. Tutu heavy pressure in the clinch. FARREL trying to work from distance off of that jab from the right hand stance. Both fighters down. Not a knockdown in either direction. Keeping his head coming forward. And again working off of the jab. Final minute, round number 1, scheduled for 5. Hard left hand from Tutu. Feint to the elbow from FARREL. FARREL throws longer, Joey Tutu throws bigger. Big right hand from Tutu and another.
Tutu really opening up now. He's finding that range as the round, finding the home for his right hand, finding that distance to get inside longer man.
No sign of nerves for Eddie FARREL. The biggest fight and perhaps the biggest moment of his life. Hard to the body. Tutu landed that flush. FARREL trying to go back to work with the jab, and that's a power from Tutu. That is the end of round 1. Very classic Tutu. Checking that kick almost effortlessly.
Nice head kick by Tutu. A shorter fighter with less reach, landing the head kick.
FARREL trying to use the low outside kick. FARREL already looking frustrated, Joey.
You can see Tutu's making an adjustment. He's really counter shots and finishing with those leg kicks.
The left hand from FARREL. Left hand nearly got through. And FARREL back to outside. Step in elbow. Joey, what we're not seeing from the Australian Eddie FARREL in round 2, as we saw Tutu explodes in that sequence, is the jab.
No, you know what? And I think it's Tutu's countering early has made FARREL hesitant to throw it because he's countered.
FARREL a very slight inside of his left brow.
And there's actually a scar there. He scars, so there might be a lot of scar tissue buildup. That might be one of his weak spots, one of the spots on his face that has been opened up and is easy to open up.
FARREL now back to the jab. Tutu walking through it. That's a full kick. Takes FARREL completely off of his line. FARREL back to the low kick. Hard low kick from Tutu. Tutu literally throws hard on every strike.
He commits with bad intentions and with accuracy.
On that sequence, the left and the right hand from Tutu. Taking that jab.
And I love it. He pulls back off the right hand of counters with the left hand of his own.
FARREL trying to land the jab, the right hand, and then the side elbow. Easier said than done. See this is the face of FARREL. Tutu's face looks remarkably clean thus far, and he has taken some shots. It lands a big right hand there. Almost three-quarter in that delivery and landing. Hard to now to the body.
Vicious left and right hook right to the floating ribs by Tutu. Oh, I love it. Catching the leg. Dominance being put on display by the left-feet champion.
Goal thus far from Tutu, especially here in round number 2. Back to the snap jab. Big right hand, and again, fully committing in the head kick to end that sequence. To the third round we go, and there is the bell. Can you see that classic technical stance of Tutu? Kick under the armpit lands from Tutu. FARREL lands the body kick, toes extended. Loading out with punches, then finishing with the body kick.
And you heard that kick, the thud on the shin bone, finding its home on the rib cage of FARREL. It's a sound that cracked through the arena. And I love the smile on Tutu's face.
Can you see almost every sequence and combination for Tutu? Rarely is there just one strike. That was one strike, but on the counter go off FARREL, and he does. Again, you see multiple punch combinations, often ending with the kick. FARREL looking kick under the armpit. Tutu now to the inside, nearly locked off, feigning with that rear roundhouse. Back to the snap left hand, and again the right hand on. Big swelling now under the left eye of Eddie FARREL. And that mouse is popped and pouring blood. Spinning back flip.
That was the elbow, Sean. It was a elbow. It found its home. The slip kind of took away from this because you didn't get to admire it fully, but beautiful technique.
That left came good for Eddie FARREL. All things being equal, better to be cut over the eye, and that's because the direction of the flow of blood. But that is a nasty mouse and a nasty cut. Look at that left hand, then again kick. Landing under the armpit, but those are crunching into the ribs of FARREL.
Those just zap your energy. They take the pop out of your punches. They take the strength out of your leg, and it's a cumulative damage. It gets worse as the round goes on, as the fight progresses.
Look at that kick, almost transitioning into a rear naked choke.
Almost forgot the rules of this fight.
Definitely not legal. You can clinch, of course. No grappling holds of any kind. Perhaps that's frustration, Joey.
Absolutely.
Things going the way, clearly, of Tutu right now.
And FARREL trying, you can see make adjustments. He's trying to switch it up. Now he's trying to get and fight with the elbows, but every time he's made an adjustment, must use that long jab from outside. Firing that jab, it gave Tutu the opportunity to close the distance, to counter more effectively, and to take away the rest of the tools in the FARREL. Like this range right now, this is not FARREL's range. If FARREL takes a half step back, he can land punches, straight jabs, and crosses.
It's a tired-looking elbow that missed badly from FARREL. Just to look at the two fighters respectively, see how much fresher, how much cleaner Tutu looks. That powerful kick to the body from Tutu. The jab of his own. As FARREL has basically abandoned the jab, Tutu has really found the jab. 45 seconds gone, round number 4. And that mouse that is popped under the left eye of Eddie FARREL, leaking blood once more.
FARREL fighting like a shorter fighter. He's not fighting like a taller fighter. He's not a fighter with the reach advantage. He's fighting like him and Tutu are the same size, have the same reach. And because of, reverse cartwheel kick counter from Tutu.
Off the catch of FARREL's kick, that was spectacular from Tutu.
But because of FARREL fighting like this, it's Tutu's fight. He's fighting on terms that Tutu has created. He's agreed to fight the matchup that Tutu has dictated. And that's not the fight he needs to fight to win.
Spinning back thing there. I think 2-2 was ducking it before FARREL even started the spin.
And as pretty as that was offensively, the slip, anticipating that, was even more appealing to watch.
2-2 again effective off of the straight left hand in the front teep. FARREL trying to turn up the aggression, now into the clinch. 45 seconds remaining, round number 4. Not really even a moral victory there for FARREL on the dump. 2-2 right back to it.
2-2 winging that left hook to the body. Really sitting down and committing.
That's the straight slip from FARREL. Joey, it's clear that Eddie FARREL is picking up that elbow strike, and he is badly missing.
What that is a desperation shot.
That's a slip.
Who can't get anything going, who can't find a rhythm, who can't find an opening, who's realizing as the clock ticks down that he is losing this fight, and he's trying to come up desperately with some technique to bring him back into the mix, to bring him back into the fight.
Smile on the face of 2-2. The Australian Eddie FARREL in the biggest fight of his life versus a left Wii champion and left Wii legend 2-2.
The number 2 pound for pound left in the world 2-2, showcasing why he's ranked number 2, putting on display his defensive skills, his countering skills, his ability to make adjustments mid-fight to deal with the height, length, and range of a taller, lengthy opponent.
Spinning back kick. The flashier the strikes, the more 2-2 feels, and why not? Really cruising through. A lot of observers, Joey, will say for Eddie FARREL, it's a great accomplishment to come into Myanmar and go the distance all 5 rounds with 2-2, but FARREL won't see it that way. He came to win. He felt he had a strategy to win. Now on the ground. And perhaps he was implementing edgy in round 1 off of the jab, the long right hand. But then 2-2 took full control of this fight in round 9, just thudding strikes.
Coming into a fight with a strategy or a game plan is always a good thing to do. But the opponent, as great fighters have showcased, you have to know when to scrap the game plan.
The flashier the strikes, the more 2-2 feels, and why not?
Adjust his game,
really cruising.
Fight 2-2 wants him to.
A lot of observers, Joey, will say for Eddie FARREL, it's a great accomplishment to come into Myanmar and go the distance all 5 rounds with 2-2, but FARREL won't see it that way. He came to win. He felt he had a strategy to win. Now on the ground. And perhaps he was implementing edgy in round 1 off of the jab, the long right hand. But then 2-2 took full control of this fight in round 9, just thudding strikes.
Coming into a fight with a strategy or a game plan is always a good thing to do. But as great fighters have showcased throughout their career, you have to know when to scrap the game plan. You have to know when to make a fighter to adjust his game, make FARREL fight 2-2 wants him to.
2-2 continuing the really going for the flash on his final striking attempt at the fight, and now raising his hands to the delight of this Myanmar crowd here in Yangon. Co-main event of the night in the middleweight